Hi, I'm Pip, and welcome to From Scratch, a series where we're turning our least favorite watch from our collection into hopefully our dream watch shop, and break down everything we do step by step. So now that we have some basic equipment, we can look for our first watch to repair. Okay, so after researching the internet for way too long, I came to the following conclusions. With our limited equipment, the first watch we should try to repair is a quartz watch that's less than 10 years old, listed as 4 parts to repair. And here's why. Quartz watches run off batteries, as opposed to mechanical watches that run off the power of a mainspring. But these batteries don't last forever, and eventually they'll run out of power and die. Anyway, if we can find watches like this, there's a good chance they just need a battery and we can get them running again. After searching eBay and Facebook Marketplace, I found the perfect watches. One is an Invicta and one is a Movado. So now that we have them, let's fix them up. So first, let's repair the Movado. To do this, we'll first remove the snap-on case back with our case back knife. There's a little tab on the watch back where you can put the blade of the tool and just pry it open. Then we just need to remove the battery we suspect is dead with our tweezers and put the fresh battery in. Now we just have to line the case back up and firmly press it back into place. Now we just have to check if the watch is running and needs any further repair, and luckily it looks like this one's running just fine and we're all good to go. Now that the Movado is all fixed up, let's turn our attention to the Invicta. And this one's going to be a similar process, but there'll be a couple of differences. So first we have to remove the case back, but this watch has a screw-in case back, so we're going to have to use a different tool. For this, we'll just take a screw back case remover. First, we'll use the screw in the middle of the tool and widen the teeth to be slightly wider than the grooves on the back of the case back. Then we'll put the tool on the case back and use the same screw, but in the opposite direction to tighten the teeth onto the tool until the tool firmly grasps the grooves of the case back. Then we'll just unscrew the case back off. Now we can remove that old battery and we'll put our fresh battery in again. And then we'll just screw the case back on tightly and check to see if the watch is running again. And again, luckily this watch just needed a battery and it's all good to go. Step 3, sell the watches. This step is pretty easy. We'll just put the watches on eBay and wait for someone to buy them. Alright, they sold. So now we'll just pack them up and send them to their new owners. So now that we fixed our first watches, let's do a financial breakdown of the business. So after buying the equipment in the first video, our business account has $136. So we started with $136, bought our watches for $40, and got the batteries for $6. So that brings us down to $90. But then we sold our Invicta for $20, and we sold the Movado for $80. This means we now have $190 in our business account. So now that we have some extra funds, we'll be getting some more equipment and even more watches to repair in our next video.